All right.
Okay, and let's see how he defends against that. You immediately get a mark on his system.
I need like 30 seconds. Sorry.
Okay, so we will take a short break, and I will be looking ahead to see what he requires here.
Making sure we don't screw this.
In a minute too, then.
Making sure we don't screw this up. We are more than likely going to be interrogating this motherfucker. Give me a second. I also have to go do some.
Okay.
I'm back.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
Anyway, if we do end up interrogating this guy, let's just make sure we don't let slip something like, for example, we're trying to kill this person. Might have more loyalty to that person than we originally think. It's likely this person's a mafia assassin.
I have returned as well now.
Just gotta be careful, that's all I'm saying.
I think this is going pretty well so far. What do you guys think?
I just heard some news that apparently in the town I'm living in right now, if you don't maintain your backyard, a place that nobody will ever see, the city will fine you $300.
Is this some sort of vicious homeowner association thing?
No, this is the city. The government of the city.
Why would they do that?
They're poor. They waste money. All they do is bleed money. They want to tax everybody. Nobody pays anything in taxes. This is a welfare town. So no one actually increases the money flow into the town. And on top of that, they're just stupid idiots. The town is run by criminal thugs.
Eek.
Yeah, but hey, we just had an election last night. Hopefully the mayor gets kicked out and all this gets reformed to a reasonable amount.
One can hope. Meanwhile, over here, the worst thing that's happened is the school district superintendent embezzling, so, you know.
Oh, we have that too.
Oh, good.
We have the teachers rioting too. They're on strike, I mean.
So let's see. So who went away? Are they
all here?
Alright, you're here. What about Turtle?
Hello.
Okay, good. Everyone is here. Continuing with the hack attack then. Overclock. You have one mark. If you wanted to trace his location, you would need 2. And I believe you could go ahead and search through his device if you wanted with a matrix search check right now.
All right, let's go ahead and do that. You said the total modifier was -3. Is that still on there, or am I connected?
It is still on there because it is at a distance. He's not a host.
So many skills, it takes me forever to find the one I'm looking for.
I know, right?
Or just yell stop.
Oh, that was my fiance.
What'd you yell at?
She was talking to the dog.
No, no. No, girls. Tell her she has to go.
Oh, she's cool.
No. Does she have a vagina?
So
about your one?
All right, John. You managed to find a lot of his basic information, his contact list, his basic notes, but his confidential information is still hidden away.
Do I go for another mark, or...?
That's up to you. If you want to try getting another mark, you could probably... Actually, a mark should give you an extra bonus to this roll here. Go ahead and roll an extra die for your computer check here. Okay, 2 successes. Because you have it marked, you do in fact find some of his more confidential information. What specifically are you looking for?
Home location?
Very easily. You find that he has a home over in Pasadena.
Low, medium, high?
Medium residential.
Is this the doctor or the guy
Yes.
where... Okay.
Yes.
The doctor.
And you have his home address located.
I mean, we could either try to meet him there after work, or...
He's not here right now, so it might be possible he's out there right now.
Do you want to get an active location on him? Get a second.
Yeah, let me get an active location. I think I can do that with a second mark, can't I?
Yes. So you'll have to do another hack check. I believe Overwatch takes every 15 minutes or 5.
It's 15.
Yeah. This is happening quickly enough that that's not an issue. As you try to get your second mark, the Comlink's defenses pop up, and it gets a mark on you instead, as a defensive reaction, and alerts the owner that it is currently being hacked. I'm going to let you make one more action here before I bother seeing if he reacts fast enough.
Alright, let's try to get that mark, I guess.
Okay. And that was 4. I believe it's 30 for Overwatch, isn't it?
40, I think. Hold on, let me double check.
I think he physically got higher than the device can defend.
Very much so.
What
you
is my
now have 2 marks on the system, and you are now able to trace the icon's location if you wish.
That's what I'm doing.
Okay then. Go ahead and roll me an initiative real quick.
Yeah, Overwatch is 40 score. What is my current Overwatch?
Currently your Overwatch score is 9.
Alright. Initiative.
What if you can deactivate the warning system about it being hacked?
That's a good question, actually.
Alright. Go ahead and take your action first.
Do we know his location?
No, you now need to do a successful trace icon action.
Okay. Is that
Because
a hack
now
or
that you have the
computer?
marks, you can do it with computer plus intuition, limited by data processing.
And still the penalties?
Still the penalties. However, go ahead and take an additional +2 for marks. Ooh, there we go. And it defends not with that. With this.
Fail. The system has failed.
You immediately trace his current location to his home.
Oh no.
To the same address that you had just pulled up.
Is there anything else y'all want me to do, or you just want to head over there?
Well, I mean, now we got
As you get that information, the connection cuts and the device resets.
Of
It is
course.
gone.
So he obviously knows something weird's going on.
Whenever you get hacked, your phone will alert you, and most users know the basics of, oh, I'm getting hacked, turn it on and off real quick. That'll fuck with them. As long as it's not on fire in their pants, then it's all good.
Oops, sorry. I just destroyed half a universe. But yeah, no, let's just go to his house and fucking pillage it. Yeah,
all right.
Boomer, you ready to do some pillaging?
I don't particularly want to go to the house, but I will gladly make someone invisible.
Well, like, one of our other things is just staking out his location and waiting for him to leave his house. And,
yeah, that's probably a better idea. Like, waylay his car on the way on the road or something.
or we could just set off the fire alarm in his apartment if he lives in an apartment.
That's not a bad idea. I wonder if I could... last time I tried to make fire alarms go off, I failed terribly.
So who is going, then?
You said Pasadena, correct?
Yes.
Well, Pasadena, as far as I remember, is less security-based. It's like weapons are free.
Right. They're not going to immediately scan every single vehicle to make sure that nobody gets in with weapons. That's just Hollywood, because there are very important people in Hollywood.
Right. That's good, because now I can walk up behind. I can sneak up behind him. Okay, here's a plan. We can go to his apartment, if it's an apartment, set off the fire alarm, wait for him and everyone to walk out. In the midst of the chaos, I can go up with my holdout, put it up to the back of his back, and then walk him to an alley where we can interrogate him.
That's a terrible
Actually,
plan.
pull him into the
Why
van.
don't we just wait until he leaves, break into his house, stick Carbine in there, and have Carbine just scare the shit out of him into submission?
Because I'm more intimidating than him in every measure.
I want to look at Carbine. I want to look at the Catman, and I want to go, okay, kid.
Sorry, with the exception of physically being like that, I can get much angrier and more effective in tactics of breaking someone down. I went to college for this.
Well, what if he has, like, 2 mage friends and an adept and a cybered up bodyguard, and they're all there to beat your ass?
Why would he?
Well, anyway, yeah, we could have, like,
he works for the mob, and he might just have that.
Honestly, it is true. You know what? Yeah, let's, do you guys want to wait for him to just walk out, or do you want to fight? What do you guys
I don't know, I
do?
kind of like the idea that Flynn gets cocky and gets his ass beat.
I mean, I'm just pulling him to the alley, and then we'll, like, pull him into the van, and then we'll drive off the same
Or he's not just some weakling doctor, too.
Your whole plan does
Holy
not
fuck,
require anyone
It's
else?
the full cyber mod.
You
I'm
turn,
putting
you
the
go to
gun
put the
on.
gun to the back of the doctor's back, and it turns out to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Ah, we got to get out. What are you doing? Put the cookie down.
Anyway, the idea would be I'd be putting a gun up against his back and forcing it. Actual gun, yes, that is correct.
So, who all is going, or who all is doing what?
I'm gonna sit across the street in the car and watch him do this.
Okay, but
Yeah, and I'm in
We
the back
do?
of Boomer's car.
right, overclock.
And Asagawa is going, and Overclock is not, but is offering to cast spells on people. Correct?
Yes, if you want to be invisible so you sneak in easily, I'm all for that.
I also can turn invisible.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I keep forgetting about that. I can also... That's all I can really do. I can make you float. Is there a gate? I can float you over the gate.
You could do a matrix search to actually learn about the location.
Oh, I can do that too.
Just put it into Google Earth, man. What are you doing?
Let's get someplace where there's less noise, and I'll do that.
You can go home first, the plan.
I can go home.
I assume that you reboot your device as well, don't you?
Oh, yeah.
Good.
Also, I'm gonna go grab my shit from home.
Okay. So you go home, at the very least, to pick up shit.
That's my attempt to find out information.
Now I'm packing.
Okay, you find a picture of it. It appears to be a suburban home. Very small, very little yard, but still a reasonably nice house. And
oh, if it's suburbs,
course,
it makes everything so much easier.
And of course, because it's LA, there's a pool in the back.
Shit. Well, that throws my fire alarm out of there. The next best thing would just be to set his house on fire, but I guess we should just wait for him to leave his house.
Yeah, it's a suburb. This actually makes it a lot easier.
Is it?
Yeah, you just said it was a small suburb.
In a gated community.
You know what we could do is turn Carbide invisible, have you and me just sneak up there, break through the house's locks, and just walk in.
Just wait for him to leave, and then put Carbine there to scare the shit out of him. Get the information we need, and then Carbine can do whatever the fuck he did to Rent-A-Cop. Like, a half hour ago.
Eat the cop. Yeah, but, yeah, no, I get it. It's,
Inside
plans,
track
plans,
on the
plans.
whiteboard. I mean, she's been meeting with him, she's been sleeping with him. We know
So everyone heading out there? No spells cast?
I mean, does anyone want invisibility?
Just throw it on Carbine. Let him sneak in. I'm gonna just sit in the car. I don't got shit I have to do here.
Okay. So Boomer, Carbine, and Asagawa are heading out.
right.
Carbine does not request the spell magic.
Do you want the spell or not?
I never asked
Do you
for
want
it.
to be
Give him the spell. Give him invisibility. Come with us and monitor. Can you monitor like police sirens and like, or not police sirens, but like codes?
Yeah, yeah. I can keep. I can probably easily get into like the police sensor thing and keep an eye on things.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll do that. I'll come and take a different, stay a difference and do that.
Can you jam the signal from his house so we can't like call out?
Can I?
You could.
Chris?
You would just have to hack his comm link again and then basically jam it. Or I think there might be an electronic warfare option.
Yeah, I'm really good at that.
So go ahead and check out the skill and see what it does.
Electronic warfare, there it is. Yeah, I got that.
And be ready to inform me what it does. So everyone is going in the van then.
I'm still taking my bike.
I'm still on his bike.
Go ahead and give me perception checks as you roll up.
Or is it roll out? Am I right? Transformers 25 people.
0.
Fall of Cybertron 2.0. No, wait, sorry, that's Transformers 24. What am I thinking?
Fun, Carbine. Roll that perception that we all know you have infinite of.
Oh, everybody?
Initiative.
It's perception. Good.
So it seems like a very quiet neighborhood. Nothing necessarily seems to be going on. But, Carbine, your suspicion sensors kind of go off as you notice through the tinted windows of the Ares Roadmaster that across the street is a throwback Cadillac in blue. And inside are two very burly-looking individuals just sort of sitting in the car. They're not going anywhere. They're not doing anything. They barely seem to be paying attention, but they seem out of place.
Well, as much as I didn't ask for it, I'm invisible, right?
Correct.
Do I think I could lift that car?
Could be in the realm of possibility. However, it does have two very big-looking people inside of it.
Okay, not lift. flip is what I meant to say.
Yeah, I think that's in the realm of possible.
Because when I'm trying to flip a multi-1,000-pound thing, I'm worried about the 600 pounds of people in it.
Are we doing?
Hey, if it's like a ton, if it's like half a ton, then suddenly the people become like a third of its occupancy weight.
Well, I see a problem. I handle problems. So I guess the back door of the SUV is just gonna open, and an invisible behemoth is gonna get out.
Okay. And the SUV could currently be either parked in front of it or down the street. Where are you going to put it, Boomer?
I want to put it a block away from the guy's house across the street.
Alright, so the car is about a block away, and so it's going to be a little bit of a walk. You drove past on your way just to kind of get an idea of what's going on, but you do know that the Cadillac is there.
I'm pretty fast. My walking speed.
It's not an issue.
Barry
Nothing's
Allen,
stopping
fastest
you,
man
and you
alive.
are invisible.
Yeah, fast and invisible, so you just let me know when I get there.
Okay, so what are you going to do?
Me?
Yep, flip it.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it.
Okay. What kind of roll should this be? Just straight strength? I think athletics is agility based. So maybe athletics and strength?
I think this is straight strength.
You don't think athletics would help?
Let's see, 152. Lifting and carrying is body and strength.
Oh, okay. There we go then. Do you have a reference page for where I can
152.
find the rules for it?
Well, 152 is what I'm looking at. I don't know if that's what we want to actually use. The baseline for lifting weight is 15 kilograms per point of strength. Anything more requires a strength and body test. Each hit increases the max weight lifted by 15 kilograms. Lifting weight above your head, which a clean and jerk, is more difficult. The baseline for lifting weight above your head is 5 kilograms, etc., etc.
Okay. So you had 9 points of strength, I think.
No, I have 11 strength, and I also have an 11 body.
Holy fuck. Monster.
So baseline 165 kilograms, and then each hit will get you another 15.
That's roughly 2.2 pounds a kilogram, by the way. A little more than.
Okay.
Like 2.205, I think.
Will he be able to do this?
Maybe. Let's find out.
Well, I mean, how much weight are we talking about here?
Currently 165 kilograms easily, or somewhere around the range of 300 pounds.
I mean, how much are we looking at I'm trying to flip?
Maybe 500 pounds.
I mean, world's strongest man, they lift cars, or at least they lift the frames of cars. And
165 kilograms is 364 pounds.
Yeah. So go ahead and make a strength and body check. Let's see what happens.
If he gets like a 10, I think he wins.
Let's see, this is a standard roll. 22 dice pool.
Roll it. Or you could just take the
typing
hits,
it
I
in.
think. You can
Physical
do
limit of
22
15.
divided
That would just be 5 hits, right?
by 4. Yes, if you just wanted to take a straight 5.
You know, I'm a rolling type of guy, and I also have a physical limit of 15, so I think I can get better than 5.
Alright then.
Let my hubris not be in vain.
Usually it works out.
Aha, one better.
You could spend.
This is 561 pounds of lifting power.
You could spend a whatchamacallit and re-roll those 9 dice.
Yeah, you could burn your one.
It is definitely a success, though, for just flipping the vehicle.
Okay, never mind then.
Holy fuck.
You put your hands underneath it, and you just start lifting it up, and you can feel the added weight of the people in the front of it, and you can hear them kind of screeching between each other about what's happening as you just send it over onto its side and then flip it the rest of the way over onto the sidewalk on its back, crushing the top of it.
Hold on a second. Griff, rewind, cut to inside the car. What are they talking about? It's just like casual conversation, and then just, so, you know, it's like my mom, and she's like, she's got cancer, and she's not doing too well.
Yeah, that sucks. I mean, I know we got, like, some surgeons. I bet, like, they could probably put in a good word for you. You know, you just have to owe a favor again, but, oh, man, no, I'm not doing that again. Whoa!
Oh, hey, what was that sound? Clunk, clunk, as two trash can-sized hands.
So what are your intentions here, Carbine, after that?
Well, I mean, am I still invisible at that point, or does invisibility go away?
Invisibility does not break from actions in this game.
Oh,
it goes when I decide you're not invisible.
That's awesome.
If they don't know what square you're in, they have to make a listen check, and even if they do know, it's -6 to hit you.
Alright, well, I guess I can rip the car door off of, what, the driver's side?
Yeah, you can definitely do that. But I'm
terrible.
But I'm trying to predict what you're wanting here, if I should, like, start rolling initiative, or if you're going to back.
Well, I mean, if I could, I would like to pin them in the car, but that doesn't seem as probable as... I mean, are they out? Are they unconscious?
Definitely not.
Okay, yeah, then I guess I've got to do something about the occupants now. Now that I've got them off kilter.
So let's go ahead and roll initiative then.
You know, we'd probably take them out real easy if Boomer just runs up and blows it up.
That's also gonna make a lot of noise. No, thank you.
I mean, we are smash grabbing basic. Whoa, shit. Never mind. We're just gonna win the game.
Why are we attacking some random car off the side of the road?
They're bodyguards for the doctor.
Remember, he works for the mafia.
Well, this is the doctor's house, right? This isn't just some random guy's house that we actually...
Yeah, the doctor's house is in this neighborhood, and this Cadillac is pretty close to that house.
Is it pretty...
Look,
it's not directly in front of it or anything.
Look, when you look intimidating, this is what happens to you.
You looked scary.
No one will remain except fluffy bunnies when Carbine is done.
Carbine is...
The weak will inherit the earth because nobody thought they were a threat. The strong will kill each other off. That's all there is.
Listen, Carbine is not physically threatening at this point. He is the pure imagination of strength attacking a car because he's invisible and no one can fucking see the guy.
Yeah, some invisible horror is destroying their car. They're probably pooped by now.
You can't be intimidated by what you can't see.
Well, I mean,
no,
the other guys can see this happening too, can't they?
Oh, yeah, they can definitely see what's happening over there. I'm going to just drop 2 tokens down to indicate that they're here.
Are they trolls?
One appears to be a human, the other one appears to be an orc.
They both look quite the same. That's fine, I'm just joking.
Yeah, I just need tokens to keep track of them here. So, your turn first. You flip the car. What are you doing now? Ripping the door.
Yeah, ripping the door off. I already declared that as my first action.
Okay then. Just give me another strength check to confirm. It's
straight strength.
It's gonna happen. Yeah, strength plus body. You're going to destroy it, but
turn the door into a physical weapon. Stab it back. Oh God.
The door comes flying off. In the same motion, you could probably swing it and throw it over a house.
The most lethal game of Frisbee.
He peels the door off like One Punch Man.
Muscle number 1 starts heading out of it, trying to crawl out from underneath the car and stand up. He's looking around, very concerned, going, "What the hell is all this?" And he is going to actually try to actively locate what is going on here, if there's anyone in the area doing this. And he is going to roll 7 dice. for his perception. Now, the question is, what are you rolling to hide here?
I mean, I don't know.
There's no way they can visually perceive you, I feel.
I mean, I guess my noise is mainly being hidden by the sounds that I'm creating otherwise, like the door being ripped off or flipping of the car. So, I mean, I'm not actively hiding myself, but I am invisible, so I don't know what that's covered by.
Yes, I think invisible does what, John?
Makes you non-visible.
Clocky.
It provides a big penalty to perception in the first place as well. I think if they just flat don't have the vision, they can't necessarily do anything.
I think it's probably, if it's
can,
like active camouflage or anything like that, then it'd be like negative to perception checks.
What'd you say the check was to hear software?
Keep forgetting to push a button. It's by sound or smell, so it's a number of. So it'd be a listen check based on distance and outside noises. Or if they're smelly and they're right next to them, they can be like, "Hey, I smell that."
Okay, I think they can definitely hear what's going on.
So whatever the noise he's making is a penalty to their dice pool.
Right. Tell you what, I'll go ahead and give it a reroll, and I'll give it a reroll.
I mean, if it helps them, I mean, I'm assuming that Carbine has a very visceral smell to him as well.
Rolling again with the penalty. He does even better. He's very well aware there's something very heavy in the location that threw his door.
Now, he still has -6 if he tries to hit him.
He still has -6. However, it was essentially his action to stand there trying to figure out what's going on. And he calls out to the other guy, "There's someone here."
Something
on the plane.
Something.
His orc friend shuffles out of the car and goes, "What?" And also does the same to notice your location. And you can see both of them are motioning for guns at their sides.
They don't physically know where he is, correct?
They know within a 1 meter.
They do now.
I think I said they know within 1 meter of where the sound in or smell is coming from, which is represented by the -6.
They have no idea what's happening, but they know there's something. Carbine.
Okay, again, I'm going to describe a scenario, and you tell me if and how I can accomplish it. I would like to approach the human that's standing there. I would like to pick him up in the air and smash him over the underside of the car.
Are you looking to just do straight damage?
I'm looking to completely obliterate him as a physical creature. Like, I want the other guy to...
Range of an armed attack.
Well, I have reach +2, but I mean, I want the other guy to look over him, say what, and see his friend floating in the air and just like steadily impaling his own body against the underside of the car, which is now the upper side of the car. You know what I'm saying?
So this will be an unarmed attack then. Do people take penalties to their defense if they don't know about their attacker in this game?
I think they would. That makes sense.
That's a good question.
Does invisibility note anything like that?
It honestly doesn't.
I think that's DM's choice.
Let's see. I think we'd have to check out defense for this. Maybe melee combat? Reach, environmental monsters, making a charge, called shot, superior position, friendly fire. I'd say since both of them are actually aware vocally of where you are, they are at least guarding in that direction. So just roll normally. And so will they.
Alright, okay.
Okay, so unarmed check to see if you hit.
Yep, sorry, just go into the thing.
Mhm.
Oh shit, I've zoomed everything out by 100 degrees.
Oh no.
We're gonna eat this doctor.
I'm not gonna eat the doctor.
We're going to eat the doctor for his memories.
Not only a failure, but a glitch. As you swing around to pick him up and toss him around, he drops his gun on the sidewalk.
It does give the attacker superior position.
Ah, it does, so you would get an additional 2 dice to that. So go ahead and roll them right now, then.
Crush his face.
Yeah, they get -6 to hit, you get +2 to hit. It's a freaking amazing.
It's very disgusting.
4.
Alright, so that is 3 net successes. I believe this is unarmed damage, then.
Well, I was
don't...
saying that I was trying to bash him over an object, so it's not like I'm... See, my thing is, an unarmed attack is stun damage, whereas I also have, like, claws and bite, which do physical damage, and I'm actually trying to, you know, hurt him.
Right.
In a deadly way.
It's mostly based on your strength, and I think if you had, like, a metal skeleton, you would get a little bit more or something, but I don't think you have anything like that.
Well, I mean, my unarmed attack does 12 stun, but like I said, I'm actually trying to do... Like, I can... If I had rolled infected claws, same amount of dice would be 14 physical. But I'm actually trying to bash him over an object and not just...
Right.
Wraparound damage.
So 12 stun is what you would normally do for damage here, correct?
If I was doing my normal unarmed attack, but again, I'm trying to bash him into something and not...
It will do the same thing, because it's still applying force to him.
What I'm trying to say is what I'm trying to do is make a gory scene out of his body and not just knock him out.
That's going to happen. I'm just trying to figure out the statistics.
Oh, okay, well, I'm just trying to figure out the damage, and to me, stun doesn't say gory mess. Stun says I knocked him out.
When you do enough stun damage, it wraps around to lethal.
Yeah, you're probably going to kill him this way.
Okay, just want to make sure.
So you have your base strength damage, or whatever you do for unarmed, plus the number of successes here. How much is that?
So 4 successes plus... Sorry, I gotta go back to the thing.
3 successes, because 1 is subtracted from the net.
Oh, is it?
They got 1 on their defense.
Okay, so 3. 3 plus 12 stun, so 15 total.
Alright, so they are trying to resist 15 stun.
The human.
You just did as much stun damage as a tranquilizer dart made for a human being.
Give me half a second here.
Murder!
You pick him up as he drops his Uzi in a panic. And you take his head and you smash it straight into the side of the turned over Cadillac, creating a massive dent in the side of the frame. And you're almost expecting the same dent in his head, but it appears to at least keep his shape. But you can see his eyes immediately just roll to the back of his head, and all fight in him is just immediately gone.
Alright.
He is out.
You could crush his head.
You could definitely follow up and do that. Muscle number 1 is out. Muscle number 2 knows where you are, has seen this, and is panicking as much as he possibly can. He pulls out his smart gun, and you can see the AR symbols just run across the front of his glasses, giving him targeting information as he fires at you. He is at -6, isn't he?
-6 plus 2.
Alright, so I dodge.
Wait, where does he get +2 from?
Smart gun.
Oh, yeah, I've already factored that in. Thanks for reminding me, though. So...
I mean, it doesn't matter. He's gonna probably dodge like a motherfucker.
So, he fires 3 to try to shoot at you, and you roll 4 to dodge. Oh, I'm sorry, he should have... He can only do burst fire, so you technically have a -3 to that roll. I'm sorry.
Want me
I
to roll
forgot
again?
that this is a gun that cannot do single fire.
So you want me to roll again?
Yes, go ahead. Roll again.
His gun had 11 and
You will probably succeed still. You succeed even more fantastically. As he fires off several shots in your direction, trying to spray your area with bullets at a target he cannot see.
I really like this character. Just fucking invisible monster.
You can see the orc's hands are maybe trembling just a little bit. And that is the end of his turns here. What are you doing? You have 3 more actions on him.
Well, I'm not quite satisfied with how it went down with the other guys bashing his head into the car, so I guess I'm just going to take my claws and not too happy about getting shot at. Just going to swing up at his gut, try to impale him to death.
At the orc firing at you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I do have a reach +2, so I've got range.
Right, and I believe you have the superior position, so you get an extra 2 dice against his defense.
Dear God, this is a slaughter.
Slash roll 66. Let's see. 2. Okay, so you have 1 net success, and you do 1 armor piercing with 14 plus 2, so 16 damage. So he has plenty of armor and a good amount of soak. He's going to roll 6 successes to reduce it from 16. And the base damage was 14, 15, 16, which is over his armor. It is all physical. You come in swinging with your claws, and you just connect instantly with his gut, going through the armored jacket underneath his shirt, ripping it asunder as your claws just dig straight in, and disembowel him as you just pull your claws straight back out, leaving viscera over the entire sidewalk. A little bit of blood hangs in the air where your hand is invisibly until it fades into it.
Probably should
He is dead. Beyond measure.
Okay.
Probably should make sure to kill the other guy as well.
Yeah, sure. I'll grab the other body, drag it to the front windshield, smash it into the windshield. I mean, he's down and gone anyway, and then I'll drag his skull against the ground like they had some sort of car accident, and his body was dragged the rest of the way, so that it'll also kill him as well if he's not already dead.
Right. Quite a grisly scene.
Jesus Christ.
All 3 of you have a pretty clear shot of this from down the street, by the way. Overclock, would you like to make a Matrix perception check very quickly?
Matrix perception, sure.
Yes.
Thought to self, does Boomer have enough explosives to take down that guy?
Yes.
Any noise?
If I can physically
no, not in this area. It is very quiet. It is a nice, peaceful neighborhood without floating advertisements everywhere.
Well, it used to be a nice neighborhood.
It used to be a nice neighborhood until some people decided to visit.
To what, fire SMGs into the air? Yeah.
Overclock, you notice, locally in the Matrix, at least one security system is going off for registering bullets hitting glass.
What did I just say?
You can go ahead and try to hack it to turn it off before it sends off that signal.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
So go ahead and roll me an initiative real quick.
80 initiative. Holy fuck, that's good.
Okay. So it looks like you will have, I think, 3 turns until the signal is sent out.
Alright, well, let me hack it. Is it just normal hack roll?
Yes, these are normal hack rolls. first to get a mark, and then another to spoof command, I believe, which is what we'll be shooting for.
Marked.
I don't.
Well, it's going to roll defense, but I don't believe it's going to succeed versus that.
I mean, how many dice does it have? It physically can't win against that.
And that's to spoof it.
Okay. Let me double check that that is the correct action we want to take.
Holy shit. I'm just killing it today.
Hacking plus intuition limited by sleaze. And you immediately stop it from calling out. Police will not be immediately summoned until someone starts a call.
Quick look around for any sort of magical overwatch.
A quick overwatch of the neighborhood indicates no, there are no worrying magical presences in the area.
Well, it's not that important of it all.
Can you cause any noise to stop people from sending out calls?
You can. I believe there's quite a number of jammers you can get, and you can do electronic warfare to increase signal on people. So you successfully complete the action. What are you all doing now?
Well, we need to break into his house and grab him. Get the fuck out of here. Maybe.
Okay. Are you gonna drive up there, or are you gonna run the whole block over to his house and knock on the door?
I'm gonna turn. Well, let me think. Should I? Because I could just turn invisible and try to break in through his house, and Carbine could back me up.
I get this funny thought, or I just take one of the dead bodies and invisible weekend at Bernie's him to the house.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock.
I'll drive us up to across the street. We can all just get out, honestly, and just go knock on the door.
Boomer takes you down the block very easily, straight up in front of the house.
I'm gonna go invisible, so people get -2 penalty if I'm moody, -4.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also gonna start sneaking. Do I just roll a sneak check?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay.
I'm gonna stay out of the complex doing Overwatch.
Right, you're on your back bike, somewhere maybe like half a block back, just paying attention and just not getting involved in this.
They have to roll quite high to beat my score. So I have a 3 sneak going on, -2 if I'm moving, -4 to their perception if they're trying to see me. I also have thermal suppression, so they can't see me using thermal imaging easy as well. Yeah.
All right.
That's my
So anyone looking your direction, well, you feel like you're doing pretty all right. You step up to the door and
a machine gun comes out and blows everyone away.
well, this is more a what are you doing to get in here? You're quiet, you're invisible, you're maybe not noticed. What are you doing?
Sending a message. Who's walking up to the door, by the way?
I thought that was you.
Yeah, we're waiting to hear what you're doing.
Okay, was anybody else walking up? Okay, so nobody else was walking up.
Nobody else.
Locks, are they physical locks or digital locks? Or both?
There appears to be a magnetic lock for the door.
Message to Overclock. Can you help me out here?
Can I?
Yeah.
Do I have to go up to the door, maybe?
You can get a mark, and you can spoof another command.
All right, let's go for it. Let's try
Telling
to.
it to unlock.
Blowing through these over. Man, that was a great fucking. What Carbine did was amazing. He just ate a person.
Can we just hold
Attempt to
on?
get a mark?
This guy works for
Yes,
the
you
mafia,
do.
right?
Probably, most likely.
Griff?
What's that?
He works for the mafia, right?
Did you
Spoof
ask?
the door.
Okay. Doors open?
Did you reset your device since last time? I'm going to pretend you did.
Yeah, he did.
So I need to say that. I need every time. Yeah, I'm going to spoof the door, reset my device.
Okay. So you managed to accomplish it. You turn off your device again, and it's ready to reboot in the next combat turn. Flynn, you're at the door, and you hear the lock chink and go green, and it's open.
And using the wall as cover, I'm going to open the door and push it open and wait for a response. I'm not going to like be standing in the doorway. I'm going to be using smart attack, so I don't get just blown away by an auto tib.
You open up the doorway, and nothing seems to happen. You do hear some noises from inside, and you think you hear a female voice go, "Someone there? Hello?"
Let's see. Okay, so they probably can't physically see me. Is Carbine, are you backing me up yet?
Can you see
Yeah.
Carbine?
Well, no, I'm just associating that he can send me a text message.
No, I can't.
You
My
can't?
comlink is on my bow. As far as I know, you guys didn't even give me my bow back.
I assume you would have gotten your bow. We all went back to our houses to get our shit.
No, I'm not carrying my bow on me, otherwise I would have shot them with a bow. Don't you think?
I thought you just wanted to do something to be cool and awesome. And a monster.
Well, don't got my bow on me, so it means I can't send messages via comlink.
You left yourself at home for now, then.
Alright, so here's the magic I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make my hand visible so that I can give him a signal to follow. Does that work for you?
Sure thing, Cheshire Cat.
Because I could just wait until I see the grass physically, like, under your feet, like, just shuffle because of the weight.
It rained recently, right? So there's little puddles of water in the ground and got himself in poof, poof, Jurassic Park.
No, I mean, there's, like, grass or stones out in the yard, right?
Yeah, there's a walkway up to the entrance.
So, like, I assume if I see the grass get, like, weighted down by something invisible, it's obviously Carbine.
See a trail of blood drip behind them, and you know it's Carbine.
You know I lick that. You know I lick that shit clean.
I'm gonna slowly move in, so I can. I'm gonna slowly move into the doorway to take a look.
Okay, and you see a elven female approaching the doorway. She seems to be dressed casually, and she's walking towards it. Looks like she's going to close it. Man, this is so weird.
Can I swoop in and move into the house?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, I move into the house and a bit away from her.
Okay. You swoop into the house, and you can hear the door on this side click again as it locks.
Okay. Let's
You
see.
you hear a few noises in the house. You can hear a TV off to one area, and you can hear some noises in the kitchen to another. And you see the elven female walk back to that kitchen.
Right. Do we know what the doctor even looks like? Anybody?
Clocky?
The site contact information had a nice, beautiful picture of an elven male in scrubs and a lab coat, just looking professional, attached to the contact information.
Hmm. Maybe
You're
I should-
invisible. You can literally do anything.
I can do anything, yeah. But
I can show you the world, except for me, because I'm invisible.
That's about it. I'm surprised the murder man didn't make it into the.
Translucent.
But yeah, no, I'll walk to the kitchen. I'll sneak over to the kitchen and see what the noise is.
The noise appears to be a number of appliances going, currently in the process of mashing real food together in blenders, or the microwave going off and the oven running.
Okay.
Quite a few things going on, and she seems to be going about the kitchen now, just doing her work.
I'll move over to the noise of the TV.
Okay, you head to the television. It's actually a Tritio projection. It's a 3D model shown out in front of someone, put up high against the wall so everyone in the room can see it. And you can see on a couch, dressed nice and casually relaxing, is an elven male, watching what appears to be a football game.
Okay. Well, let's see. Is it him?
It does seem to match the image.
Right.
Kidnap him, let's go.
Now the question is,
Elven human male.
question is, do I take my gun, put it up against his head, hold my hand over his mouth, and say, "Hey, you're about to die if you don't tell me what I need to know," and then, or do what I tell you to do, and then make him walk outside the house.
His response: "Fuck you! I don't do what you tell me."
It's a pretty wife you got there. Be a shame if something happened to her.
But let's see. So, is that your actual plan of action here?
You know what? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna sneak up behind him, and since I'm still invisible, while she won't be able to notice me, I'll put my gun up against his head, kind of out of view if she's looking in the direction. Is the woman in anywhere nearby?
No, she's in a completely different room.
Alright, then the gun's gonna float up to his head, and my hand's gonna cover his mouth as soon as possible, and I'm gonna say, "Shh, don't make any sudden movements or you'll be dead."
Alright, this is going to be an intimidation check. Let's see.
Let's see what Madame Ruby sees. Intimidation, is this a mental intimidation?
Well, it's going to be the regular intimidation roll. It's going to involve charisma intimidation. He literally cannot tell if you're imposing, but you do have a weapon, so +2. And I'm going to say this is a fair bit of psychological trauma going on, so I'll give you an additional +1.
So,
and
+3.
Psychological trauma, complete surprise.
How many is that in total? Just 3?
Yeah, just 3.
Okay, let's see.
And
2! Wow, that sucks.
Well, let's see what he rolls in response to that. I need to actually find that table to tell me. Intimidation plus charisma, resisted by intimidation and willpower. So let's go ahead and go roll 6.
I really need to get that other ability. Wow, I'm so lucky!
So you put your hand around his mouth, and he squirms around for a little bit and muffles against your hand for a bit before like going stock still in fear.
Right. And okay, so once he calms down, I'm gonna say, "All right, you have some information I need. If you give me what I need, no one has to get hurt. You may not value your life, but I wonder if the people around you will also value theirs." Quiet, I said. Quiet, you fool. Now, you're gonna walk out the door, not say anything that will be suspicious, and then you're going to walk out to the end of your driveway and look for an SUV. That, or whatever it's called, you know what I mean? Great. I don't.
Yeah.
Out of character. You know what I mean. I can't.
I know what you mean.
God, I forget the name of everything in this game because it's bullshit. You're gonna wait. You're gonna walk up to it, and you're gonna wait for it to open up, and you're gonna get in. If you don't, you and that lovely woman in the kitchen will die. Don't forget to take a look to the right without freaking out. That's the threat. This is nothing. And the hand moves away, and the gun also moves away. Goes back into the stall folder.
Alright, you can see kind of the fear and panic on his face. And he's going to slowly get up, and he's going to start walking towards the door. Overclock, go ahead and make a Matrix perception check.
What perception?
Matrix. You absolutely notice a phone call going out towards the PCC Defense Force Police.
All right, let's block that. That's do I need to roll initiatives?
Yes, go ahead and roll that just to see how many turns you get to try.
Oof. 3.
Alright, you get 3 tries.
Any penalties?
No penalties, you know the drill. Get your mark with Hack on the Fly, and then Spoof.
I think you only have to beat a 4. Yeah, I think you already win. It's probably his same comm link, so yeah.
Oh, yeah, beat that spoof.
Oh, absolutely. You prevent the call going out.
Nice.
You can see the worry increase on the face of the doctor as he heads out the door.
In fact, I'm gonna use my third action to just straight up blow up his thing.
Don't do it! Don't do it until he gets outside, you moron.
No, it's just gonna make it sizzle and pop.
Oh, okay, that's fine.
He turns his head and to his wife and goes, "I'm going for a walk."
I'm also going to sneak out with him.
There's a cyber attack as he steps outside. Yeah.
Oh, geez, and it glitches.
Oh god, oh god.
How much Matrix condition do they have? I think it's 8 plus half device rating. Let me double check that real quick.
You son of a bitch, you killed him.
Yeah, 8 plus half device rating. However, you do have a mark on it already, so that is an additional 2 damage. So 10.
Actually, I've got to add 2 dice to 2 more damage values of program I'm running.
You've already destroyed it because he did not resist enough.
I really need to.
But not only does it fail, but it fails rather incredibly quietly from the perspective of Flynn. You can hear something like a fan motor whir up for a minute, for a few seconds, and then whir down instantly. No fire, no sparks. Just a lump of plastic in his pocket.
Yeah! Sweetie, sweetie. I'm coming for that booty.
Actually getting glitches is fun. I have to think of these things on the fly now.
Yeah, man, you gotta have, like, there should just be a book all about glitches and shit.
It's complicated, though.
Yeah, I know. That's why they should have a book about it. Anyway, I'm gonna sneak out with him.
You sneak out with him, and he begins walking towards the van, kind of looking left and right, wondering if this is even the right thing.
I'm gonna kind of, like, push him in the right direction.
Alright, you push him over towards the doors and presumably open it up so that you can shove him inside.
Did he take a look to the right? Did he take a look? I mean, did he take a look?
He was looking everywhere. He's kind of concerned.
No, I mean, did he take a look at the massacre?
He takes a... Actually, yeah, he absolutely notices, and you can see sweat dripping down his face.
This is good, because I'm doing all this so I can get a much better intimidation check on him later to get the information.
Right.
That's why I'm doing this.
But you shove him into the back. Carbine, you're shuffling in as well?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. And Boomer?
just an invisible mass of just fucking proportion.
Nobody sees it, but you just feel the car suddenly shift downwards in one direction as weight gets put onto it.
Let me ask, is there just like dripping blood like walking into the car?
Almost.
Alright, I'm gonna get on the motorcycle and become visible.
Alright, let's go.
You head over to the motorcycle, cop on with Overclock, and the doctor is with Boomer and Carbine. Where are you all going?
You guys want to head back?